To solve this data sufficiency question, we'll go ahead and consider each statement separately first and then together if needed. Before we dive into the statements, let's go ahead and create a table just to organize the data that we're given in the question. Before we consider a table, let's give a variable name to the total number of students in the class. Let's call that X. Let's let Y then represent the total number of students that are right-handed and have blue eyes. Now let's go ahead and set up the table. We're looking for intersections of right-handed students and their different color eyes. So let's go ahead and set up one column for whether they're right-handed. And then we'll set up some columns for brown-eyed students. And another one for blue eyes. Now, from the question, we have that the amount of right-handed people are 3/4 of the class. The amount of people with brown eyes and that are right-handed is 2/3 of the amount of people that are right-handed. So that would be 2/3 times 3/4 times X. And our blue eyes we're calling Y. Now the question asks us whether we have enough information to determine Y. The value of Y is actually equivalent to 3/4 times X minus 2/3 times 3/4 times X. And if we simplify this, scrolling down a little bit, we'll end up with 3/4 X minus 1/2 X, which will equal 1/4 times X. So as long as we know the value of X, we should be able to determine Y. So now let's go ahead and let's consider statement 1. Scrolling up a little bit, we'll still leave statement 1 visible. It's given that 8 students have blue eyes. Since we don't know the number of students with brown eyes or the number of left-handed or right-handed students, we cannot determine X, and thus we cannot determine Y. This statement alone is not sufficient. We can actually eliminate answer choice D, A, and D. We're left with choice B, C, or E, so let's go ahead and consider statement 2. For statement 2, it's given that 24 students are in the class. This tells us that X is equal to 24. Since we know the value of X, we can determine the value of Y. So this statement alone is sufficient. Thus, we can scroll back up and eliminate answer choice C and E. And our final answer choice is answer choice B. Statement 2 alone is sufficient, but statement 1 alone is not sufficient.